Soul of Shadows, a deadly game of horror and betrayal. In the quiet town of Crestfall, a year had passed since the tragic murder of Sarah's mother. The wounds of that fateful night were still fresh, haunting the young girl's every step. She had tried to find solace in the company of her friends, hoping that time would heal her shattered soul. Little did she know that a new horror awaited her. It began innocently enough. Sarah and her friends, Rebecca, Mark, and Jake, gathered for a movie night at her house. They planned to indulge in their love for horror films, seeking temporary escape from their own fears. As the night unfolded, their innocent gathering took a sinister turn. In the middle of a chilling scene, the television suddenly turned to static, and a distorted voice echoed through the speakers. It was a haunting message announcing that a new killer had arrived in Crestfall, and they had been chosen as the unwilling participants in a deadly game. Terror gripped their hearts as they realized that the killer had been observing them, studying their fears. The rules were simple but deadly. They had to survive a series of horror-themed challenges, mimicking the infamous scenes from their favorite movies. Failure to comply meant facing dire consequences. Frantically, Sarah and her friends attempted to unravel the identity of the sadistic tormentor, but each discovery only led to dead ends. The killer remained elusive, striking with calculated precision. Fear consumed them, eroding their sanity and bonds of friendship. As the game progressed, the challenges became increasingly perilous, pushing them to their limits. They faced their deepest fears, enduring torturous scenarios that blurred the lines between reality and nightmare. One by one, their numbers dwindled, their hopes for survival fading like a dying ember. Desperation filled Sarah's heart as she fought to outwit the relentless killer, her grief-fueled determination keeping her on her feet. With the realization that the killer had a personal vendetta against her, she vowed to expose their identity and bring an end to the nightmare once and for all. In a final confrontation, Sarah discovered the shocking truth. The killer was her own father, driven to madness by the loss of his beloved wife. He had become consumed by a twisted sense of justice, seeking to inflict the pain he felt onto his own daughter and her friends. Heartbroken and shattered, Sarah faced her father, a mix of fear and sorrow in her eyes. She pleaded with him, begging for him to remember the love they once shared, but her pleas fell on deaf ears. In a chilling act of brutality, her father struck her down, ending her life with a final, tragic blow. Crestfall fell into a deep darkness, forever marred by the horrors that unfolded within its borders. Sarah's friends, broken and scarred, carried the weight of her loss, haunted by the memories of that night. The town would forever bear the mark of a tragedy that ripped through the fabric of their lives, leaving them forever changed. In the end, the killer's twisted game claimed its final victim, leaving a legacy of pain and sorrow in its wake. The town mourned the loss of Sarah, a symbol of innocence and resilience crushed by the cruel hands of her own father. Crestfall became a town consumed by its own darkness, its streets forever haunted by the echoes of a shattered friendship and a love twisted into a deadly obsession.